we want to try to put this up on top of the motorhome. I'm pretty much going to probably do this myself, although I may be able to get some help from across the street. And the way I'm going to try to do it is use this ladder as an inclined plane. And I'll make a little sled that'll slide on this to get it up to the roof. And then when I get to the roof, I'm going to put a carpet up there to keep it from destroying the roof. This is a ducted system. No cold air comes out of this. Cold air comes out of these vents. So we got to take this down. There may be some modification needed to get this thing to work. I did not order the what they call the fresh air kit. The fresh air kit is supposed to let you have cold air come out of this. I've looked in here before. It looks like it's a custom duct inside here. So all we can do is try. So that's what we're gonna do. It's supposed to rain later, so I have a plan is should I have a hole in this roof when the rain comes. So let me show you what I've got. I have yet to get a good picture of this though. So what you see here is this is a duct that runs forward and back. The air conditioner is above this. Right here is a duct that goes up to the air conditioner, and right here where I can put my hand up in is where it sucks the air in. So I believe all of this stays in place and the air conditioner lifts off the top. Now I've got a bolt there, and another bolt there, and I know you can't see it. And there's another bolt here, and there's another bolt there. This is the control unit. The control unit doesn't actually belong there. It's supposed to be up inside the air conditioning unit. Okay, I'm gonna go get an electric impact. So my goal was to kind of make these things look identical. And it kind of looks like I might be able to take the old case and put it on the new air conditioner, so that means they will look absolutely identical, even though the new one has, the front one has new guts. We shall see. One bolt, two bolts, three bolts. Now I have to take down the controller to get to the fourth bolt. A little warm here today. Just in here without air conditioning. Now, the online says this thing doesn't belong here. So we're going to have to try to put it where it belongs. What do we got here? We have a mess. But what we're going to do, this is obviously not part of the air conditioner. This is rope lighting. What the heck is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, I do know what that is. That is for, it checks to see if it's frozen. I wonder if that's what's wrong with this thing. If that is broke, then that air conditioner wouldn't come on. Although the compressor runs. So, alright. So now we gotta take this control cable out. So that goes with the air conditioner. And now we got to take this 110 cable out, which means we have to open this box. Yellow, green, green H and blue. Alright, so what we need to do is take a picture of that so we got it. Alright, that looks good. So if this thing is no good, then that'll explain it. So that's that. It's not very long. This is thermostat, and that's the controller for the air conditioner. So now we can get that last bolt out. Now, theoretically, that air conditioner should come loose. And it won't come loose from here. It's got to come loose from up there. So now we got to go on roof. Now, if this thing falls, just get out of the way.
Yeah. Hang it. You got it.
Okay, that was pretty uneventful. Which is good.
Just the way I like it.
That's the way I like it. Right. Yeah, what we're going to do is I'm going to get up there and you're going to take the ladder. One of you is going to take the ladder. You're going to put the ladder right here.
Okay, I'll take
All right.
the ladder. All right, we'll take the
And then we just guide it up. And you can get to this point and still, you know, you don't even have to maybe. You just, you guide it to it. It gets to that point and then I should be able to handle up there.
See, you've got like 2 feet
Yeah,
that you've got an issue.
right.
And my reaction is, if you're on, you know, let's say I'm here pushing up.
Yeah,
If I just take, I don't have to go any further than here.
right. I think you're right.
Oh,
Oh, pretty good.
stay right there. So. How are we coming?
Good, we're good.
Okay, you come up a couple. It's kind of lopsided
Go
down
right
here.
on our head. We can't reach anymore.
Hold it right where you got it. Now come up.
Well, let me untie this thing. Just like, okay.
Okay, I was just trying to get it on the wood. Okay?
Here I am. Ta-da! Now what am I doing?
What we want to do is now take this and put it over that hole.
With the pallet or?
We can take the pallet part way. So I just want to cover it, put it over the top of the hole, and then we'll stop there. And
All right. Do you want to leave it on the pallet then?
No, I want to set it
Okay.
up, and then I'm going to move the carpet so I can put it on the side so I can put the foam on.
Okay.
All
So
right?
now what are we doing?
We're going to take this and put it over the hole.
Just pick it up.
But to do that, you got to lift it off that pin. There you
A
go.
little bit at a time.
Well, I don't know how to do this, and because this pallet's in the
No, it
way.
should slide.
Well, we want to
Just watch your
Oh.
feet.
Hey, I'm not with you.
There's a cord there that you want to catch.
Where's the cord?
There we go.
That's
Cord's inside.
Is it inside? Is it okay, or is
so
it?
let's take this.
You want the pallet out?
Yeah, we get
Well, just throw it over there. Don't hand it to John. Just throw it. There you go. Throw that.
No,
Got
I
the new
want
cover,
this.
the old cover.
Let's put this over here.
Are we tipping it?
So we're just going to tip it up on the side. And the cord is right there.
Okay.
So the piece I got to put foam on is that.
Okay.
So, and that goes right there.
Okay.
So let's just put this back down and I'll go get the stuff. And that'll just keep
Sorry.
that'll just keep the rainwater out.
Do you want the cover just to toss over it?
No, I think we're good. This is good.
Which is the cover? The far one or the near one?
Or maybe you just put the rug over it for now.
Yeah, I could do that too.
You
Since
should
it's
take a
already up
break.
there.
You're soaking wet.
All right, so yeah, let's put the cover over the top of it. We'll call it quits for right now. I got to go get that foam, and then you got to go make another trip.
Well, let's take a break here. You look at you. You're drenched.
Yeah. This is the old air conditioner. This is the bottom of it. The new and the old air conditioner are almost identical. They're certainly by the same manufacturer. The workings are all located in exactly the same spot. The layout is all the same. The problem is the bolt holes that fasten it to the top of the motorhome are not in the same place. This tape is not laid out symmetrically. The closest one I can find to being symmetrical is this one across the bottom here, because it's laid right up against this ridge. So what I've done is I've made a template that fits in place of the old one with cutouts, and these bolts go into the old holes. So that locates the template such that I should be able to take this template and go up on the roof and find these exact same bolt holes. So the plan is these openings are not the same in the old air conditioner and new air conditioner. They're in the same locations but different shapes. So I should be able to locate this squarely on the bottom of the air conditioner that's on the roof, and then locate the holes that I need to drill for the new air conditioner, then drill those holes in the roof and have them so that the air conditioner will sit square and the holes will be in the right location. This is the bolt that held the old air conditioner in place, just like this. It was spring loaded. This spring was on the inside and up against the ducting. The bolt holes in the new air conditioner are different size. This is 5/16, this is 1/4. This fits the air conditioning up there. My plan is to take this spring, put it on that bolt. This bolt is the same length, 4 inches, and I'll install that bolt in the new air conditioner using the old springs. The manufacturer did not supply bolts. I did not buy the control unit. I did not buy the grill on the inside. The grill on the inside looks like I'm going to be able to use it. This controller doesn't look like it's in the best of shape, but it should work. So we're going to try to use the old controller. So the next step is to take this, put it on the bottom of the one up on the roof, and locate the bolt holes. So that's what we're going to do next. So now we have the template that we made for the old air conditioner with its 4 bolt holes, which will line up with the existing bolt holes, and new bolt holes for the new mounting on the new air conditioner. So if I take this template and I put it down on the roof, I put bolts in these holes through those holes, I should have the locations for the new bolt holes. So let's do that. So these are 5/16, which were the original size, and these are 1/4, which are the new size. And if you notice, there's a little overhang here, but there's going to also be a little overhang here, so it will work out. The holes line up. So we take this out and we set it down like this. bolt there. Those are the old holes. Oh, that's wonderful. That doesn't match. Well, it doesn't have to match. Oh, it does have to match. Shoot. All right, now I got a problem. But I can fix it though. This hole ends up in the middle of a hole. There's nothing to bolt to. But I can make a plate. I'll just make a plate. Well, you know what I do? I know what I do. I can put a plate here, bolt through there, and that'll give me a surface to bolt that to. Alright, I can do it. Alright, this is a rubber membrane roof, so I don't want to tear this membrane, so I have a punch here. I'm going to sacrifice it to make the holes. That should eliminate any tear out. I gotta drill these holes. Of course, the drill battery's gonna go bad. I have to use a die grinder on that one. Alright. I'll bring it back when the holes are done. Made a slight modification from what I said I was going to do. And everything has been test fitted. It has been test bolted. What I did is, rather than just make a little plate for the corner, I made a plate that goes all the way across. And this edge goes up against the metal edge that's inside. This edge catches this metal edge on this side. These bolt holes catch the original bolt holes. And then I move the bracket back far enough so I can use the existing holes on the bottom of the air conditioner. So I actually think we're ready to bolt this in. Now the final thing that has to be done is, this is what's called a ducted air conditioner. This is the cold air outlet. It goes down into this hole, and then this duct, this whole duct here, runs the length of the bus and allows air to come out the ceiling. So this hole has to be sealed. Now I did save the original gasket. Did I bring it up? I did not. I'll have to get it. I did save the original gasket that goes there, but I'm going to reinforce it and put gasket material further out, just to ensure. Now this gasket is wider than the original, so I'm not going to have as much gasket here as what the original had. I'm going to have to cut it down a little bit. And what I may do is put the gasket along this edge so that I got good thickness there. So let me show you here what this hole looks like. So here's the hole. I don't know if you can see it. This is warm air intake. This is cold air exhaust. This is the duct that runs the length of the bus. Cold air goes in here. Warm air comes up there. And that's how the ducting works along the roof of the bus. I did not have to buy the fresh air outlet or whatever they call it. And we'll find out shortly whether I had to buy the controller or not. But let's go ahead and get this bolted in. So the first thing I'm going to do is bolt this plate in. And what I did is I brought bolts, lock washers, and flat washers up here to do that. And it happens to be 89 degrees right now, 100% humidity. Very, very hot. And humid and sticky. So this goes in here like this. I can only get it in through the top here. We're going to put a flat washer down to hold that rubber membrane in place. A bolt, a lock washer, and a nut. So I did notch this out because this hole is not square like the last one. This one comes forward and then goes like an angle like that, so I'm not restricting the airflow at all. I don't want to wrinkle that membrane. So that's tight. Good to go. Now I gotta go get this piece. So this is the old gasket. It had to go like that. It went like that. So that doesn't work. So this hole is actually smaller than what this hole was. So what I'm gonna do is just use new tape. This tape and this tape is about the same thickness. I'm just gonna use new tape. So it's getting hot up here now. Even to touch things is hot. What I've done is I've built up a gasket around here for the cold air, because this hole is actually smaller than the hole that was here originally. I need to have this foam set down on the roof, so we got a seal. I think we have a good seal. We've got the plate in. This part is blocked off because of the triangle, so I'm not restricting anything here. So I think we're good. I think we're going to put this thing down and bolt it up. Next video will be from inside. Alright, when I test fitted it, I drew a line as to where this thing goes. So I should be able to get this pretty close and then just move it around with a Phillips to get it positioned. I'm getting all the metal shavings off. This gasket sits down right here inside that. I think I'm there. That should be pretty close. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the inside. And here's the plate that I made. There's the hole we're going to go through, and the bolt hole that it's got to go to in the air conditioner on both sides. So they line up. We have test fitted this thing. This is the duct that runs down the center of the bus and meets up with the hole that's in the center, and I can feel that the gasket is compressed. I can see this gasket here. We're going to have to draw it down. It's actually got to come down quite a bit. That center gasket that I put in is quite soft, so it shouldn't be a problem. So now we're going to try to bolt this thing down. Okay. Using a Phillips to line those bolt holes up does help. I do have the rear air conditioner running. It's just too hot not to try to do it. I have the circuit breaker turned off for this one. So let's see if we can get these bolts started. I did shorten these bolts up. They were way too long. We've got the bolts in and lined up. And now what I'm going to do is tighten these things down to the gauges. There's little gauge blocks up in here. I'll make sure they're tightened down to when they say okay. Essentially it takes the spring all the way down. Huh. So if I just tighten it so the spring is collapsed, it's good. So I guess that spring just keeps constant pressure on that gasket. That's sealed. That's sealed. I see no light. The opening is open. By the way, I do have the rear air conditioner running. It's just too hot. I can't see the back, but I have to assume it's okay. I'll check it when I go up. But the springs are totally collapsed all the way around, so it's bolted to the roof. So the next thing is to hook it up. Okay, what we've done here is we put in a decent grommet compared to what they had. They had this little plastic thing in it that just literally fell out. We put a nice rubber grommet in there. So, no, getting that wire in.
The ground here?
No, this.
Oh, this wire. This wire.
This wire is going to be harder. I take this. I put this here.
Yep, there you go on that side.
So these are the 4 thermostat wires. And
Yellow. Oh, I see.
Y goes to yellow. That's pretty straightforward.
B goes to blue.
B probably goes to blue. So gray
Gray
goes
to
next to yellow.
GL.
So yeah, and green goes to GH. So GH is green.
Right.
Gray goes to
GL.
GL. I don't know how they get gray out of GL.
I think L and H are high and low.
Okay. All right. Theoretically,
It works.
we should be able to turn that on. Turn the circuit breaker on. Make sure we don't get any sparks.
I want to turn the light on.
Breaker's on. Let's turn this one off. Let's turn this one on. Well, it goes on. This thermometer says it's 85.8 on the outside, 81.7 on the inside. This thing says it's 81, 80, 83, 84 here on the inside. This thing says the air coming out of there is at 65, 66, 65 degrees. That's a 20-degree difference. Is that enough? I don't know. We're pretty happy with this. It seems to work right. It seems to be cooling the motorhome down. That pipe gets cold. That pipe gets hot. This gets hot. This is the original cover. This is the new cover. The new cover is much more flimsy than the old cover. It looks like the holes are the same. Looks like the same height. It'd be nice to have the covers match. So I'm going to try to put the old cover on the new unit. So let's see if we can do that. Well, it goes down in the... No. Oh yeah, there's those holes. I'm happy with that. We'll go turn it on. And we should be good to go. So I think this is the last trip up here. I had to take this thing off by using a wrench. So I probably should tighten it the same way. I think that's good. That's good. Based on the amount of condensation I'm getting out of that, and on both sides, I would say that unit is working. Time to go inside and cool off and maybe edit this video. Oh, shoot! Oh!